Hello, everyone. How are you doing? Yes, blessings. I greet you. And I still wish you happy holiday. Yes, the Christmas, the Boxing Day, and all the days and all the days, I'm going to the weekend. So we greet you. In the midst of this celebration, something happened in Nigeria. A welcoming development, what we have been waiting for, for many, if I say for many years, okay, it's like Nigeria needs help. Even recently, I heard Prime Minister Netanyahu also putting his mouth, you understand, speaking into the situation in Nigeria, telling the government, encouraging the government to do something because of the killings of Christians in this nation. So while we were sleeping, I think it happened maybe like 8 hours ago or so, something happened. And I want we children of God, Christians, followers of Jesus Christ, to learn something from this. While we were sleeping, something happened in Nigeria. Trump strike the terrorists, okay, the terrorist camps. What I want us to learn is we must not sleep because Jesus can come anytime. You understand? Jesus can come anytime. This strike that happened, I believe not many people know. You understand? Not many people know. And it happened, we just wake up in the morning to the news. And for me, it's a welcome development. Even though Nigeria, they claim to be territorial, country, blah, 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 but it's like we are helpless. Our government is helpless. The military is helpless. There's one video that I just want you to see. I hope I got it. It's really painful. Okay, look at it. Because you don't understand their language, that's why I take it out. These are kidnapped people. They kidnapped them. See children. The children are in distress. The children, they are in distress. You can see the children. See toddlers. I believe they don't even know what is going on. But the cruelty, the beatings, they know that their parents are not happy. So whatever the parents are saying, they too, they were just parroting it. How can one be living in a country like this, where shameless and evil, wicked people will be making life unbearable for others? Can you imagine? These people are in their home, resting and sleeping, and, some wicked people, all in the name of Allah. Who is Allah? Which kind Allah? So, therefore, the government of United States has been warning them that something terrible will happen to them if they do not repent and change their ways and leave Nigeria. But they count it to be something that, because they believe that they have some backings of people in authority, allegedly. So they thought maybe, Yeah, it's business as usual. But President Trump wish us Merry Christmas with this wonderful strike on ISIS. Let's hear this news. Okay.
Said that the United States has launched what he called, quote unquote, powerful and deadly strikes against Islamic State in northwestern Nigeria. And in a post on Truth Social, the US president accused the Islamic State of targeting and viciously killing primarily innocent Christians. And this is without providing details that Trump said the Department of War executed numerous perfect strikes on Christmas Day against IS targets. Now, according to the U.S. National Counterterrorism Center, IS West Africa was formed in 2015 when Boko Haram pledged allegiance to Islamic states. The branch, according to the U.S., attacks regional military targets, civilian defense forces, and also frequently hits government personnel and infrastructure along with Christians. Now, the attacks mark the first by U.S. forces in Nigeria under Trump and comes after the U.S. president warned the West African nation in October and November, saying Christians there faced an existential threat that amounted to genocide and Nigeria's myriad armed conflicts. Now, Reuters report on Monday said that the U.S. had been conducting intelligence gathering flights over the large ports of Nigeria since late November. Right, and confirming the strike, Secretary of War Pete Hegseth followed up with a post on X, thanking the Nigerian government for its support and cooperation and vowing that there are more to come. Now, a post by U.S. Africa on X confirmed the strikes and said they were carried out in Sokoto State at the request of Nigerian authorities. Nigerian Foreign Ministry has confirmed precision hits on terrorist targets in Nigeria by airstrikes. In a statement, the ministry said that the authorities remain engaged in structured security cooperation with international partners, including U.S. in addressing the persistent threat of terrorism and violent extremism.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, to discuss more on this, we are now being joined by Asha Castleberry from Washington, D.C. She is a U.S. national security and foreign policy expert. Thank you so much for joining us on the show. It's great to see you. Now, we know very little about these strikes. And of course, we know that the Nigerian Authority is, of course, with the U.S. in these attacks. Now, what we know is that President Trump did label Nigeria as a country of particular concerns. And this comes even as human rights have been saying that it cuts across these, these violence cuts across different faiths. How do you interpret these strikes?
Well, we're not surprised that these strikes actually happened. We started to see a follow-up within the last several weeks where at the United Nations, we saw a significant diplomacy press conference that was coordinated by U.S. Ambassador to the UN, as well as hip-hop artist Nicki Minaj, condemning the attacks towards Christians in terms of Muslims in Nigeria. And then it was reiterated at a Republican convention. Then also we've been seeing these ongoing tweets from POTUS, who has pretty much expressed deep concerns about this. So I feel that it's not surprising. However, when you look at it too, it is more symbolic. It happened on Christmas. Some are characterized as the Christmas night strikes. So I think there's a lot of just symbolism when it comes to doing it on Christmas.
Absolutely, Ms. Castleberry, and the symbolism is hard to ignore here. And we know that the strikes were announced with very few operational details, as we've just discussed. Now, this is alongside hints that there may be more to come. And now, having said that, how do you view this? At this point, is it pointing towards a deeper U.S.-Nigeria alignment here, or is Washington trying to see how far it can go?
Well, what we've seen as far as a pattern is that with this leadership, they start off aggressive and then they try to maneuver into diplomacy. So I think their first approach is let's get aggressive, let's use defense, and then maybe the defense will lead to diplomacy where we can, come to the table with the Nigerian government as well as ISIS leaders to address this. But there better be a good reason why we are using defense over diplomacy, just based on the threat assessment. If all options have been exhausted as far as using diplomacy, then maybe there's a good justification. But I think that what you'll see is, starting off very strong in terms of defense, and then maybe leading to diplomacy, since we're seeing that this president is so into achieving the a peace negotiation or peace or Nobel Peace Prize, excuse me. So for the most,
Yes, whatever it is, I hope the government of Nigeria, yes, will gravitate to this. We citizens, we are happy with the development. Okay, we are really happy. All this, I'm not saying all Muslims are bad, but well, they are using their look at this. Yes, I hope you see this. Somebody is saying that insurgency is synonymous to Islam. Yes, look at 5 pillars of Islam. You see Boko Haram, you see Al Qaeda, you see ISIS, you see Taliban, you see Brotherhood, and all these people, they are not bringing development. They are not bringing development to the world. Rather, they are bringing mayhem. They are bringing trouble. They are bringing disaster. They are bringing unrest. They are killings. They are kidnapping for money. You understand? They are bandits. So we don't want them in our country. I, as a child of God, am standing with President Trump on this. We don't want unrest in our nation. We want peace. So, and we want to appreciate everyone who puts this together. You understand? To send message to the bandits that they should leave our territory. Nigeria is not for them. So that's the thing. Thank you, everyone. I believe you too, you love the development. I want to hear your comments in the comment section. Bless them.